today's going, we're going to do a video on sharpening broadheads. Now, I just already sort of started and I was like, oh, I probably should film it, hey, show people like how I do it. So I shoot Outback Supreme broadheads and so they're basically like a 3-to-1 ratio, single bevel, blah blah blah. Anyway, so a lot of these heads need some attention because I sort of left them a little bit long since the last time I come back from my trip. So I thought I'd just show you how I do it. So anyway, I've got a little piece of cut off old arrow shaft that I use that I just keep in my kit. And then the first thing you do is I get a painter's stick and I put a mill file on, glue it down, and I put it the other way around so you actually hold the handle like this and you draw like this with the broadhead. And then the other side, just put a strip of leather on it and just grab yourself any sort of polish really. Hardly even matters. You probably don't need to have polish if you don't really want to. And then I just use just an old oil stone. I probably sharpen a few knives or anything whilst I've got everything out. And then, I put my broadheads in. These are the old, I think these are old like cigarette cases or whatever that I got from somewhere. But anyway, I put a bit of foam in them. So I put some broadheads in them. So they work good. And in my big case, I've just got like one of these. Just put a bit of foam in there and that. And there's another broadhead in there. That was good. It keeps them all in a nice little neat package. So the first thing you do is, so to get anything sharp, all you're doing is creating a burr. That's what it's all about, just creating a burr on the offside. It's basically creating a burr, taking it off, creating a burr, taking it off, and that's what basically makes things sharp. So I literally just, I've already done that side. To this side here, as you can see, so it's, it's sharpish, but somewhat dull. And so Arch, can you zoom in? So you're literally just laying your broadhead down until you get the right angle. And to begin with, you're better off just colour in the entire blade with a permanent marker. And that gives you a bit of an idea if you're getting it right. But it doesn't take long, and before you know it, you end up getting a bit of a good feel for it. And you're literally just drawing back. You don't need to go, you have to push real hard. The file does the work. Same old story with any machinery, tools and everything. And you see they're knocking it down. Doesn't take very long at all. Almost all the way. And then all you do is just feel along that edge and you can feel the burr all the way along. So once you've got it all the way along, you know that you're basically all good. And then you can just stick it on your file and just hold it basically flat and then just do like one little pass, and that'll sort of just knock that burr off just a little bit. And then you don't actually even have to put it on the stone if you don't want to. What I do, I just put it on the stone just for a few little passes. And same thing again. Just push like that. And then just do a couple of super light strokes back the other way. And that'll sort of just knock that burr down a little bit. And that's pretty much all you need. Get rid of that oil a bit. So we're doing that side there. And then all you do is get on the strop, chuck a bit of this stuff on there, and go away from yourself. So you don't want to cut into the strop, obviously, else you'll cut a big hole in it. And you push real hard or anything like that, the strop does this thing. You can even just, doesn't hardly even matter, you can just do all sorts of crazy shit really. And then just do a few light little passes back here. And you'll feel the burr actually grab it onto the leather there. And sometimes you'll actually see the burr coming off. And you'll actually see a tiny little slither of steel coming off the blade. And that's when you know you're getting it sharp as. So you're literally just doing that. A few more times. You're going to zoom in, Arch? I bet you that's very shaven sharp. Bam. Shaven sharp. that fast and easy. And then yeah, I've already done the other side. Just drop the other side. One of the main keys is actually a strop. So either using like a piece of leather like this, you can just use your belt. You can even pretty much just do it on your leg if you wanted to. Like you can even just use your pants and just do that. And it'd probably even do a pretty good job really. But it's stropping, that's the final little part that just takes an edge from being sharp to, you know, crazy sharp. And then all I do is put a couple of dabbles of oil on it. I just use that same oil that I use for like my hair clippers and stuff. And then done. That's simple. And then when you do a knife, it's the exact same sort of thing. So I'll even just quickly show you with my knife. It's the same thing. Obviously, you just don't use a file. The same thing. You can just give your blade a few licks on this. And it doesn't really take much. This is already, you know, fairly sharp. And like really that's perfectly sharp there, but if you drop it, that's where it gets really sharp. There you go. That's super sharp. And then bam, chuck that back in your pocket and you're good to go. So there you go, pretty fast, simple, easy way to sharpen broadheads, especially single bevel, but you can even do double bevel, doesn't matter. The exact same process. All you're doing is creating a burr, that's the secret. All you need to do is create a burr, knock it off. Doesn't matter how you knock it off, you can either, and I mean like if you want crazy sharp, you can use a file and then really work the burr on a couple of stones. But really at the end of the day, it's really about just getting a burr. And when you get the burr to come off, you're left with a perfectly sharp, super sharp edge. So as you can see, it only takes a couple of minutes to do each head to get it to shaven sharp. So cheers, thanks for that.